There's a big fluctuation of people not giving a fuck.
Why you think so now?
Because I feel like they think it gets them farther in life.
I think that's a play of the internet.
In a sense, right? And I played it. So that's where I was getting at. You think this is a doing of social media?
Yeah, because it's like people think that there's a whole fluctuation of people on the internet who go, I said, fuck my 9 to 5. And I did what I wanted to. And you know what I mean? And like, I feel like there's a whole bunch of, just a generation of people out there who think they deserve something.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I think there's a whole bunch of people out here that think they deserve to be in positions without putting in the work.
That's facts.
Everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die.
I feel like entitlement has become a hell of a drug in 2024.
Mm-hmm, dude.
Like, that was the drug of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like, again, this is what I'm saying. This is what, because you have people and being so much of an influence to others, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because it has to go by a database, you know what I mean? But to be that influential, you're now changing mindsets of kids, adults, even kids, right? Who aren't even fully developed to actually even take this in.
But the
maturely.
adults, you can say the same argument for the adults.
Coast. All my niggas, we coastin'. High grade, we smoking. On the highway, we rollin'. Crack a bottle, we toastin'.
Fuck it, let's get into it. Welcome to Weed and Whiskey Podcast. Best motherfucking podcast coming straight from Connecticut. I love telling y'all motherfuckers. And honestly, dog, the places we go, the people we be around, and the personalities that we bring out just makes us unparalleled to all you motherfuckers out there. Mm-hmm. We are amazing, and I love the people that we are becoming each and every day because of this motherfucking journey. I'm proud of it.
Talk your shit.
And I want to just give ourselves those flowers today because honestly, 4 years coming on 5 and not quitting shows a lot about somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It shows a lot. So I hope you see in the reflection that all of that is giving off from us because we ain't stopping.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, we in this motherfucker because we got a grand opening coming in soon. This motherfucker is almost done and it's ready for the public. And honestly, I'm happy to be here because this is one of the most comfortable studios I've motherfucking been in.
This is the most comfortable studio.
Oh my
there
God, yo.
Come on.
It's
Come
like
on,
when
that's
you
what we
walk
was trying
from
to
the
go
door.
for.
Yo, nigga, you walk from inside. When the minute you walk from the door, it's just your eyes just get wide of just how amazing inside it is, yo. And just the designs, the feels that it brings in here, the lighting, the technology. Like this mean business.
Yes, sir.
That's all I can say. This man means business. He's serious about his fucking comeback into the music game, dog. He ain't playing, and I love it, dog. And y'all know who I'm talking about. If you don't know, we have one of the greatest to say he's from Connecticut and traveled the fucking United States because of what he do and continue to do what he loves because he's teaching kids how to do it at their prime before they even reach their prime as well, too. We have chill motherfucking Shump in the building.
My guys, man, what's good with y'all?
Nigga. This is a milestone.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a milestone.
Ain't it? Yeah, listen, man, shout out to y'all, dog, because I've been telling you, I've been out here killing it, and I tell you every time I see y'all, wherever we at, man, but I just love it. I love the growth that both of you just keep on achieving, and I know I see it getting there, dog, so
it's gonna matter
keep
when.
Going, you feel me?
Thank you.
Real shit.
Nah, but honestly, nigga, sorry to cut you off, but it's because of people like you that makes us continue growing because you have the milestones that you have, and the fact that we are so close and we can have these conversations. I can text you, I can call you whenever.
Facts.
It makes everything that we're dreaming for attainable, possible, reachable. Like that's what it means to have people like you around. It shows that the things that we imagine the most is possible to be touched, to be grasped. So that's why I'm thankful for relationships like this.
For sure, man.
And also, we're getting noticed. It's weird. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
dog. Wait, man. Why is it weird though?
It's not. I love it.
You love it?
I like it.
As you should though.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been saying.
Why is it weird?
I like it because I told y'all. It's just the way it be happening.
Yeah.
Like people give me like
randomly, don't know where you could be
it's
anywhere.
Just always, I'm a paranoid motherfucker in my life, regardless.
Oh, you talking about the last time when them people circle around
and other nigga with the wife beater on, diesel ass nigga. I'm like, yo, bro, hey,
you gotta know who our audience is. That's
other
what
time,
it
a parking lady walked up to her. I'm like, yo, do I need to move? She's like, nah, you good, but I know you from somewhere, and I'm like.
Dope,
shit, I ain't getting no ticket.
That's fire, man.
Those are great ass experiences,
that's
nigga.
Fire,
they are.
I love that. Those are stories, nigga.
Hell yeah, man.
Real shit. I love this shit. I've been like, for me, every time it happens, I be like, what can I do to make this happen more?
Yeah, yeah, bro.
I love that shit,
you feel
nigga.
me?
But also, I would say this as a transparent moment. it's been making me reflect on me more because I'm one of them people. I walk like I'm in my own world. Every time I'm in public, I move like I'm in my own world. I look like I have a mad face on. So realizing that random people are acknowledging me and noticing me, it's actually changing how I carry myself in public.
More happier, right?
Yeah, I gotta more welcoming. Yo, so I love that it's been allowing me to change how I've been carrying myself with life. Just because you never know who's gonna come up to you, my nigga.
Yeah. And you never know who's not gonna come up to you because of the way you look.
Exactly. And also it's making sure I dress properly when I leave the house every day too.
Presentation means a lot.
A lot. Because sometimes these are the first time these people are seeing us in person.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If y'all catch me fucked up at Walmart, don't ask me for no pictures. Just say what up and keep it pushing. 'Cause I might walk in here sometimes at like 10:35 or some shit like that, trying to rush and get something.
Shit, if you steal and you in Walmart and you see me, steal me something and meet in the parking lot.
Facts. Let me not say that on camera. My bad.
They can say worse on camera. They can say worse on fucking camera. Dog.
I don't mean it, but you know what I'm saying, the weed and whiskey way. So.
I mean it.
No doubt.
I give you a discount if you want to marry somebody.
Wow. Are you? Wait, hold on. Excuse me. Are you officiated?
Yeah, I'm ordained. For like 3 years now.
Why do I feel like I'd never known that?
Yeah, I've been ordained for 3 years, my nigga. I
got
my card at home and everything.
If you trying to get married, if you got somebody to get buried, unfortunately,
or buried,
wow,
baptized.
Yeah,
I can do that shit legally.
Dope, dog. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I was watching 85 South Show one time, and Carlos Miller was a minister, and I looked into it and I realized it was free.
Yo. Oh shit!
Yo, nigga, it cost me actually $15 because I paid for the shipping to get my card.
Yo,
yeah, so I've been ordained since 2021. Got my credentials and all. I just need my little white strip for my collar, and I'm good.
Yo, start to book him, bro. Like that's what I'm saying.
That's why I've been saying it more. So
now y'all know. Now y'all know.
Just reach out. We got y'all. Don't worry about it.
What if you? All right. Have y'all seen? Homeboy who sat there and proposed, was it at Rum Punch?
We interviewed them.
You got interviewed, right?
Don't worry about hey.
We interviewed them. We had them on.
I'm gonna shut up at this point. I'm gonna leave it alone.
We mentioned it to them already.
Hey.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
We mentioned it to them already.
Shout out to them though. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
It was. And what's your perspective
what's your take on that?
So like that is like a hood love story to me.
Yo, and it's beautiful. It's one
beautiful.
Of the beautiful hood love
it's
stories.
fucking beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, wow.
Especially when you listen to the story of
when you get to know them.
Yeah, and you see how he really wasn't supposed to do it then.
He ain't planning on doing it. He just was in the moment. He didn't know what a ring was. He's like, fuck it, I'm in here. I just want to do it. I don't want to do it grand. In his head, he was like, what's more grand than in front of all of these motherfuckers here to see it?
So
to profess my love.
How premeditated was that? Was that like
it was on the spot?
It was on the spot. So he planned on proposing at her birthday dinner, but that didn't happen.
That night, but they didn't have the event they were supposed to have.
So he was like, because to him, he wants to do it in front of a lot of people. He wanted to do it in front of people. He wanted to be private. So he felt like that was the perfect time. He said he was lit. He just went over to Echo, and Echo made it happen.
That shit went viral.
It had people talking because honestly, it just made you realize, my nigga, like all the people who really show hate barely even in a proper relationship.
Facts.
Yeah. There's a bunch of motherfuckers who don't got nobody that's talking shit like, oh, I would have never. Yeah, you won't because you nigga won't do it.
Yeah. Hey.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's not going to happen for you, so it's okay.
This also shows as a perfect example as the man always makes your wife.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody who want to talk shit about him, he did what a lot of men couldn't.
Facts.
No.
He
or
took
won't
action.
do for your ass.
Facts.
So don't talk shit out here.
Nigga. Like, so I ain't even mad about that in any way, shape, or but I feel like you guys should really watch that episode and really understand them.
Yeah.
Because if you get to understand them and understand where their mindset is, they've been together for years. It's not like they've been together for like 2 years and they had a kid. No. They've been together for years, went through all of that shit, which is how a lot of fucking people should do it. Get to know your spouse.
Yeah,
Don't move in 6 months with somebody. How you feel about moving in with people like this? How you feel about that? Because I feel like a lot of people are doing that nowadays. They'll meet somebody and 6 months later they move in with them.
You gotta be careful with that. You just gotta be careful with it. I mean, most people say 6 months. I say a year. So you gotta sit there within a year. You gotta sit there and say to yourself, I could wake up with this person and not be annoyed every day. I can sit there and do things with her. I wanna see her when I leave.
Yeah, I can't have.
You feel me? It can't be a damn. I really need my space from. You feel me? Because it's gonna sink after that.
You need a year of in the house with her type shit.
Right.
You need to be able to be comfortable.
Right.
Like, y'all be at each other's houses chilling.
Right.
You better know her habits.
And then
she better know yours.
Right.
You better not be
then
no dirty
make the
nigga.
move. You know what I'm saying? Like then be like, all right, okay, let's do it now. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah, I feel like it's like a year point. You know what I mean?
What do you think are some key things people should discuss with each other before they move in? I can think of one on top of my head right now, and is temperature of the house.
Mm.
Oh my God. You already know my shit.
I feel like that should be discussed.
That, right? We maybe got, I mean, hygiene's always a thing.
Yes.
But even still, right?
Yes.
Even if they don't tell you about what their hygiene habit is, if you've been in and out, or you feel me, like kind of like just been kicking it with them for the last year, you know somebody clean or dirty.
Facts.
Find their dirty clothes.
Facts. How often do you clean up after yourself? How long do you let shit sit before you go wash it?
Right.
Also, this goes for men and women. Go through the cabinets in their bathrooms.
Mm-hmm. Find that.
That's not something you have to discuss, but just go through it.
Find that crazy medication. You ain't know she was wild, huh? You thought she was just a freak.
What was the post there? You thought she was playing hard to get, but she just waiting for the prescription to kick it to wear off.
Oh man,
She crazy, all right.
That's treacherous, man.
No, but this is real because
Not real shit.
dating
though.
is traumatic, bro.
I couldn't imagine.
Dating is traumatic because you can be with somebody and you feel like they was the person because they gave you the facade of what you wanted. But when it came to when they can't keep up that facade no more, and you see them the real them, you see them with the wig off. When the wig come off the personality, that's a different type of ugly.
Hey man,
Yeah, that's fucked up. Sometimes, yeah, you're right.
A wig off the personality, as in when you take the disguise off the personality, that's a different type of ugly.
I was thinking about the braids underneath the wig. That should be crazy.
The Queen Latifah braids, the set it off
Call them
braids.
Natasha braids. Like a little Jamaican girl.
oh shit.
Big ass puffy, just braids. Like, what the fuck?
That's funny. All right, I do want to ask you this real quick, right?
Heavy, bro.
So with 2024 ending the way we are ending right now,
Yes.
where is your take on the state of Connecticut music right now?
I feel like we're in a better space than where we ever been at the moment, based off just people who are remaining consistent. And because of that, it's just making that door in CT a little bit wider.
Mm-hmm.
I see others that are actually making their way up. Like I see J-Rod Jackson making a name for himself. I see ACP Trig making a name for himself, going crazy out there in 203. I see a whole bunch. You feel me? The dudes that's kind of been more in the veteran spots, like Annoyed, Sholey, Don. You know what I'm saying? I guess in a sense, in their own way, they're all starting to figure it out. You know what I mean? Which is a great thing because I'll be honest with you, bro, as long as I've been in the music scene, I haven't seen it this much figured out collectively.
Mm-hmm. You're right, bro.
In a minute. You know
Do
what I'm
you
saying?
think we're opening up a lane to have our own market here?
I would like to, but niggas gonna have to do some real unremarkable shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Considering how big CT is, we're not that big of a state. So we're not a consumer market. I mean, we're a consumer market, but we're not a mecca. You know what I mean? So we're not a New York, Atlanta, LA. You know what I'm saying? Even Detroit kind of got a population to almost 1 million people. You know what I'm saying? So like, just that's a city. You feel me?
That's
we're
a
talking
metropolitan.
right. You know what I mean? We're talking about a state, 3 million. You know what I mean? So, it would take for somebody to really do some real notable shit, which I feel like is possible because we done it.
Yes,
we've done it. You know what I'm saying? To make that note and notice of the world, and then get that shit circulating. You know.
All right, so the studio coming closer to completion right now.
Yeah.
What do you think your role is going to be with that?
Well, the studio got multiple reasons. Multiple purposes and resources, right? So this is a multi-outlet type of studio. We got a place to record. We got a place to do podcasts, and we got a place to do photography and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? As far as me and my role, don't get me wrong. I'm still here doing my thing. You know what I mean? But I facilitate more than anything, as far as just being the owner. You know what I mean? Me and Mud, shout out to Mud. You know what I mean? We kind of put our heads together and make this bad boy what it is right now. You know what I'm saying? So
the beauty it is right now.
I love it, man. I love it. So I think, obviously just, me facilitating the space, but you feel me? This is also a safe haven for like my youngins. You know what I mean? Or somewhere where somebody who I feel like is highly potential, has a high amount of potential, can come through and express. You know what I mean? That could be with or without me. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it.
Speak on kind of your relationship with Mud, right? Because when we asked you a question, like O'Shane asked you, how much percent do you think is done? You said you would say 90, but he said
they're gonna tell you
70, right?
75.
So speak on like the importance of having somebody like that on your side.
So let me tell you something, right? Me and Mud has been in partnership from producer and manager to partners to just brothers do music since 2016. You know what I mean? So this has been my dog. This is my dog hand in hand in business for the last 8 years. He is a perfectionist, right? Sometimes it may drive me crazy, but then you got the other side of it where it's like, yo, I'm telling you, if I didn't have this dude in picture right now, this probably wouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? And he expects great out of me. He pushed great out of me. He knows I have great in me. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's been shown. You feel me? So, like for him, my loyalty always lies within doing business with him. You know what I'm saying? I seen this dude pull off some shit, bro. You feel me? And walking into this management situation, it was like a new hat for him because it was the first time him ever doing it. So like that situation was a task alone for himself. You know what I mean? But he always figured it out.
He suggested or you did?
My brother. So my older brother knew Mud. You know what I mean? And we kind of, I ain't gonna be wrong. Like I've known him too. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like he came back. You know what I mean? And he was like, hey, my brother's like, yo, man, like I got this dude. I'm like my little brother. You feel me? He worked with this dude named Mike Flows. He make fire beats. You feel me? You should work with these dudes, yada yada. And he came through, checked it out, was fucking with it, so we locked it in. You know what I mean? But like we needed him because we needed that direction. You know what I mean? In mad ways, bro. We just needed that direction.
As people, as just in general, as people,
yeah,
as
facts,
men too,
bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'll be honest, there's a lot of things that I probably wouldn't overseen without him. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. So.
And that's why I wanted to ask that because you said like he said it would be 70 because like that means he's seeing things that you aren't seeing. That means he's somebody that you probably could look at and you would have overlooked something. He's like, nah, check this out.
Right.
And that's good to have on your side, especially somebody in your position. You have so much influence in this culture that we have here in this state.
Facts.
That you need somebody on your side like that. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have that.
So let me tell you something, right? It was so I'll give you like a good example of just Mud just having my back, dog. 2018 comes around. I produced Yank Rhythm. The record was blown the fuck up. Snow signed, right? And it came down to the point of me having to name my fee. Before that, I got played, bro, in the Joyner Lucas situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't, let me just sit there and say, like, it wasn't Joyner or nothing like that, bro. It was like middlemans who, you feel me, sat there and got over on me. You know what I mean? So to me, I had no real idea of what the money I could make. You know what I'm saying?
You just throwing anything out there.
Right. You know what I mean? And then he was like, Mud was like, no, hold on. You know what I mean? Let's talk to our mans. You know what I mean? We got on the phone with the dude that was representing us. Shout out to Matt Buser. And you feel me? Like we went back and forth, but Mud was the one I was making sure the shit went back and forth. But it was over like $10,000 for an advance fee up front. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even gonna tell y'all the real number, but I understand it was more than 5. You feel me? It was more than 5 figures. You know what I mean? So
It's
you know what I mean?
It's just the importance of having somebody like that that's going to take those steps for you.
Absolutely. Shout out to Bud.
I mean, are you even legit at what you do until those steps are taken? Because it's like,
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because it's like you can say you're an artist, you can say you're a producer, you can say you're a content creator, you can say you're whatever. But until you take certain business steps to solidify that in certain books, in certain systems, in certain records, is what you're doing even real
I can't be mad
to the
about
public.
that. I can't be mad about that because I always say you're not an athlete until you get paid.
Yeah, facts. I mean, to me, it's you can, right? And you can take the harder way and do everything else, learn how to do management business, all the other shit, and then still be the artist. You know what I mean? And it just happens to work out. You know what I mean? Not everybody can do that. That's what I would say. You feel me? Nah, it really doesn't.
Not everybody have it in them.
Right.
Like
You know what I'm
literally,
saying?
as much as a lot of people can try.
Yeah.
You can try and try, but sometimes just some things is just not your strengths.
And it goes back to that structure of social media thing that everybody thinks they can.
Yeah, facts.
Everybody's getting promoted that they can.
Y'all know 50 Cent, he's made it known that he does no longer have a management. Cause he's at the point now where there's nothing you can tell him
he knows
about
everything.
the game.
Yeah.
He's been
At
in
this
there
point.
long enough. But
Yes.
for people who haven't been there long enough,
right.
Like you need people in
Nah,
your
facts.
you need people in your circle. Somebody's
Facts.
gonna elevate you. Somebody's gonna tell you, take the chance you're gonna take, or don't take that risk. You need direction.
That's a fact. I've seen people who have done it without. You know what I mean? They may have, you feel me, just had a team and thought the management situation, they have already been doing well before, so they just said fuck it, we're gonna shake the dice now. And some people that worked or was okay, they're in an okay space, and then there was some that weren't, and they desperately needed that shit, you know?
All right. So how independent is an independent artist?
Everything. You feel me? Like on bread.
Like in terms of like, all right, it's kind of like the saying, like you can say you're self-made, but how much percentage of you is self-made? Like at what point did you get help from somebody?
You had to find yourself a whole bunch of work for hires.
But do you consider that still being self-made?
Yes.
Because a lot of people argue that it's not because you have outside help.
Nah, fuck that. I mean, at some point, in order to better your career, right, you got to, at some point, sit there and say to yourself, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? I can't do this.
Or it's taken away from what I need to do.
Or it's taken away from what I'm trying to do. So as far as somebody coming through and you hiring them and then sit there and create your image, right, or build on your image, you feel me? You can't sit there. They can't sit there and say they made you, because if it really came down to it, they could have chosen anybody else, but he chose you and paid you.
Or I could have never hired you. I could have hired somebody else.
Right. It's a work for hire. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. This is a stepping stone to get to where I needed to be, right? But I came up with this. You feel me? Like, it was...
It's still mine. It's still
yeah,
my
you know what I'm saying? It was still my decision to move forward with something like that. You know what I mean? That's all I'm going from that.
I mean, I get it. Also, I think there's a sense of naive where there's people who say, you know, they did it all themselves, but don't take into account the little steps that people did for them to take it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think we always preach no humbleness, right? We always do that. We always do that.
Facts.
But it is a time and place where some people would just have to go, all right, well, if this person didn't come around, maybe I didn't have that idea. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I might be high because I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm lying. Because fuck that. Because if at the end of the day, somebody came in here, right, and right now, and was like, yo, I'll be weed and whiskey management, right? And then we so happen that day, one of our videos go fucking out in the rocket, the blue, and we out the you know what I'm saying? We out the stratosphere
goes.
at this point, right?
That's the one that everybody say yes to.
If that person tried to say, yo, you was involved, nah, nigga, don't do that. Don't do that. Nah.
Yo, so right, I mean,
there's a lot of people who've never actually played in an NBA championship but still have an NBA championship ring. Just because by technicality they were on the team at the time
were they a part of the team winning or not?
No. They didn't contribute to
The
it.
janitor
in any way.
ain't got nothing
You
to
never
do
heard about. I forgot which
with
player it
these
was, but
niggas.
because of
Hold
when
on,
he
though.
got traded,
Right?
because of the time he got traded,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
team ended up winning the championship, and he was no longer on that team. But because of the trade deadline, he ended up getting a ring too.
So that leads me to this question, right? If they weren't necessarily playing, they're practicing. And there are ways, I mean, don't get me wrong, you feel me? But they are a part of that squad getting better because the ones who did play, they had to practice them.
Facts. So yeah, right. So even if he doesn't play in the official game, as long as you did the work,
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
you're right.
All right, the janitor.
I mean, Jim kept the place clean. I don't know.
You fact.
You
All
get
right.
a bonus, nigga, but I don't know. Ring, I don't know.
They're like, yeah.
All right. So to piggyback off what you said, how Connecticut is musically is doing well right now, right? What do you think some things that's being done well to put us in the positions that we are?
Presentations with images. I mean, I feel like people are starting to get in front of the faces more where they need to be. People are starting to smarten up. You got like a nigga like Sholey who will get on hella fucking freestyle platforms, which is his bag. It's something that he's not trying to stretch him outside. He's not trying to stretch himself out of something he's not. You know what I mean? So he's staying inside his bag. He knows what works for him. He knows what type of music he's presenting, and he knows who his demographic is. So he continues to keep feeding that, and it's going to continue to keep growing. You feel me? That comes from just figuring the hell out. But we didn't have that before. You know what I'm saying? We got other people that, like bass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Doing some dope shit. You know what I mean? Like, and this is shit that we haven't seen before. So because of that, we smarten the fuck up. Because of that, we get more resources from homegrown.
We get
make
knowledge.
that homegrown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We didn't, bro. 5 years ago, we didn't have resources like this.
One thing I've been noticing and seeing, that's a lot of people been co-signing or even just talking about is because you brought up the size of Connecticut. Because Connecticut's so small, like depending on how far you go away from Connecticut, when you tell people you're from Connecticut, they be like, where's that from?
Right.
And I feel like that forces some people to then say they're from New York.
That's the wackest shit, though. I mean, to me, but I understand why, especially if you got any type of contractual situation going on with something distro or major. You know what I mean? Why? The reason why is because they want the demographic. They want the biggest demographic or geographic they can find or grasp with you. You know what I'm saying? So, again, like I said, we're a consumer market. We're not a big market, man. You know what I mean? So, you're gonna want the bigger fish
From the bigger pond.
right? You know
Especially
what I mean?
if they feel like they're not getting what they think they should be getting from the home state.
Right. You know what I mean? And I've seen it, man. Some CTRs who have deals or any type of distributions, and you feel me? Like the blogs will write them up as New York based artists or tri-state based artists.
It's never Connecticut.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Which is shit. I hate that. But
It's the reality we live in.
it means money.
I'm gonna say something controversial. Just in the moment. I might disagree with myself later on. But we'll see. I don't think Connecticut. Where'd I put my shit? I don't think Connecticut is gonna get past the role it plays now. I don't see them being a big industry market. I don't see celebrities just walking down Albany Avenue, walking Blue Hills, being downtown. I don't see it.
Everything is about geographic, man. It's all about geographics. At the end of the fucking day, dude, like you got to really think of it like this, right? What money is really coming into the state?
Insurance money,
Other than that,
drug money.
That's New York.
entertainment money, though, is that really functioning? Is that really flowing through here like that?
I don't see it.
We don't have no professional sports. There's no real
And
reason.
the close to amateur shit that we have
Yeah.
doesn't even market or bring what it needs to bring.
Right. And on top of that, like on a perimeter aspect, we're not that big. We're like the third smallest state in the country.
So like, how much can we really offer? Like
second?
Second, yeah. Other one's Rhode Island, right?
No, Delaware. I forgot
Delaware?
Delaware.
Oh, so Rhode Island's big. What?
No, Rhode Island's the first.
Oh, okay, all right. But yeah, like we're a small ass state,
And because of that, I don't see, because I feel like our role is to make. It's not to like you're gonna have great people from here. It's not to say that talent can't go beyond the glass ceiling that people sometimes put over themselves.
That's not what I wanted to get to.
Yeah, I know. That's
like,
not to say that.
That's not nowhere
But
near what I meant.
Like I said, I don't see big celebrities walking down those main strips that we walk down. I don't see them going to Jam Skis to get food money.
Right,
Like I don't see that happening.
Right.
Yes, you're probably your baddies for your favorite reality TV show. Yes, that's more likely. But in terms of the celebrities that people look up to and want to be close to, you're not going to see that happening.
So I'm gonna ask y'all this question, right? What do you see the world looking at? What do you see attracts the world to come to Connecticut other than we get full 4 seasons and we got the best college basketball team in the country?
I think
we also got Yale.
And Yale.
UConn. Yeah, Yale, UConn.
Yeah. And
so we also have that as we also have Mark Twain House.
Okay.
We also have the Wadsworth. Our Wadsworth is the oldest museum in New England.
So
But honestly, outside of like physical attraction, I think honestly we breed some of the best talent in the country. I honestly believe that. I think some of the most.
I see that a lot, and I've seen it a lot.
I believe some of the most fashionable people come from here.
Yeah.
Because you go somewhere and you will see how you know a difference. You could just tell somebody that's different from here than everywhere else. Like it's a stick out thing that's
in many ways. Yes, in many ways.
I think some of the best musicians come from here.
Yeah.
I believe we have some of the greatest music that comes. I think
we have some of the best athletes too.
We have the best Jamaican food outside of Jamaica.
Oh my God.
That's what I was gonna say too. Outside of like those things we named, I feel like that's the main thing that attracts people here. The fact that it's a closest Jamaican culture you're gonna get, other than maybe New York and Florida, to Jamaica. So that's what brings people here. So I feel like because that don't really coincide with the music, it's gonna like Connecticut's not gonna be major for music. We're already major for insurance. We're one of the biggest insurance capitals out here.
Right.
So people know us. It's not like Connecticut isn't on the map.
Right. So all right. And I'm gonna bring this back in this like aspect, right? We just gonna paint ourselves a example, hypothetical situation, right? You are GM for Atlantic Records, right? Y'all have a big meeting at the top of the year. And the GM sits in and says, bro, I need you to find me the next Drake, and your job depends on it. Where's the first place you think that person is going to look?
A small place.
A big city.
Why?
Because they know those. I don't know, for some reason that those are the biggest breakers.
They're not, but they're not nowhere near as big as a demographic as it should be. So what you're telling me is you'll look in a business aspect, right?
Okay, from a business aspect, no.
Because at the end of the day, that's what counts. That's what matters.
Because you look at it's all. Yeah,
it's
you're
what
right.
fucking matters, bro.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck if the nigga's nice or not. You know what I mean? And that is what today's industry is like today, bro.
But I feel like that also plays with the talent versus influencer conversation, because a lot of people who are in the limelight, is the reason we consider a lot of them talented is because they're in the limelight.
Right.
A lot of people, real talent, don't get to shine, because if they get to shine with them, you understand that a lot of people in the limelight aren't as talented as they say they are.
But understand this though, right? As far as like industry standpoint, right? Music industry standpoint, these niggas are not trying to go through any type of artist development process at all. Why?
It's too expensive.
Because it's more money.
Yeah.
It's more money. Why would we sit there and spend more money on a nigga to get him right when this little nigga's already got like 15 million followers on fucking TikTok, whatever? He's ready to go.
Yeah, let's sign this.
We just have to throw a little bit.
Let's just get this. Yeah, you just throw a little chia seeds on this motherfucker. Put a little money behind certain shit that's gonna expand it a times 100.
Give him a nice car.
Cool.
Give him a bundle of cash so you can show it off. And
throw a little chain. You feel me? Whatever. He's good. And then the cash cow starts to flow in. You know what I'm saying? it just doesn't make sense for the industry and a business aspect, because that's the first priority, right? To go for somebody with a small market and knowing that they'll have to put more money to make the money back. You know what I mean? Because it's all an investment at the end of the day. Everything is all an investment.
You're gonna sell with the people.
Yeah, there's no reason these industry niggas are just gonna give you something just to give you something. No, it's investments and that they expect returns on.
Yeah, they gotta be a return.
You know what kind of proves that? The fact that you will have somebody who's been in the industry for 5, 6, 7 years, right? And they just kind of shelf them.
Right.
Or they keep them behind the scene, make them write songs.
Oh, J. Cole was like that. Like, J. Cole was like that. J. Cole was in the industry like 4 or 5 years before he actually had a hit song.
He went through, so that was when the artist development was still a thing. So if you could remember, him and
Wale
and Jay Electronica was going through that same process.
You're right.
And look, bro, it was like it was a yay nay situation because it worked crazy for Cole, but did it really work crazy for Jay Electronica?
Yeah.
Not really. You feel me? It kind of worked for Wale, but it didn't sustain.
You're right. He's the balance between it. He's
right.
in between of them.
But I think it's because him as a personality.
That too. He shot himself in the foot with a lot of things. You know what I mean? But
I don't know if he shot himself in the foot. I just think he's not for the It's not an industry. There's some people who are not industry people.
He really tried the hardest to make friends needed, because you remember he was going at his own camp, MMG, because of like motherfuckers not reposting
petty
albums and shit. Petty shit, man.
That's what I'm saying. Some people
burn
are not
all that
industry.
shit crazy.
You might think that's your boy.
Yeah.
You be doing that shit, but that's just the industry shit. They niggas might not be paying attention.
But I also feel like once you get a certain point, you can't get your emotions involved.
Right. I agree.
Your emotions will be your downfall, because yes, your art and what you put out can have a lot of emotion behind it. But if you want to sustain yourself and have longevity, you have to be able to make certain decisions outside of emotions.
Yeah, facts.
Those are what makes people so long, to keep them in the game longer.
To play the game.
Right.
They're playing the game. It's only few people who can not play the game, and that means it was just working out for you.
Yeah, you feel me?
You weren't good enough to get there.
Right.
Now sustainability is a whole other thing.
But also when J. Cole and all them was coming on to, like, talent was in search for. It wasn't just it wasn't influence that was the main priority. Talent was a priority then.
100%. But you see how things change now. There's a shift now in the industry today. You know what I mean? Like, you could just make a vibe, and they know that's gonna circulate money.
When did you think that shift came? What year?
When the Atlanta niggas took over, we want to talk about, like, for real. When Atlanta niggas took over, that's kind of when. I mean,
what about Chicago?
So,
what about Chicago?
Nah, you know,
Chief Keef and
I'm gonna tell you some shit, right? I'm gonna give you experience. My first time, 2013, it's first time ever in Atlanta. I'll give y'all 2 times, right?
2016?
Nah, matter of fact, 20. I'm gonna sit there. It's not. We gonna fast forward a year. Not 2013. We're on 2014, right? Migos already came out with fucking Versace and you feel me, and Hannah Montana, all that records, right? I go to Atlanta in the summer to kick with my cousin. That's a yearly thing for me. You know what I mean? I could just go out there. I love it. I love ATL, by the way, right? But I go out there, and he picks him from the airport. I just touched down, and the nigga sits there and tells me, he plays his song, and he sits there and says, "Yo, bro, this is literally the hottest song in Atlanta right now, right? And it's Ain't About the Money by Young Thug and T.I., right? I'm hearing it. It's a cool record. You feel me? But I'm not worried. We go to the strip club later that night. We hit a Blue Flame, and Bankhead. We in the fucking hood, right? We walk into the strip club, and we kicking it, chilling. We was really about to make our way out. Before we make our way out, Young Thug literally popped in. I'm like, yo, that's that nigga Young Thug, right? And my cousin he from there, so it was like,
it's nothing for him.
This is every day, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, nah, fuck it, let's stay. They throw on that record, and I seen how everybody reacted. Doing their little dances, shaking their dreads, strippers going crazy, and he just in the cut in the corner smoking his weed. Like, you feel me? Like, just, you feel me? But I understood the value. And then
you understood how the culture
it changed my feeling for the record. So then I stayed.
The impact it had on the people.
My rest of the trip there, I'm hearing them. Yo, bro, play that Young Thug shit again. You feel me? Like it's the influence, man. That influence, that vibe, that shit is a drug. It is a drug, fam. So that took over more than substance, conscious, meaningful rap.
Lyrical rap, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that took over.
Lyricism became a subgenre at that point.
You feel me?
I think that this is why it is such a beautiful time. And I hate bringing this up because it's such a cliche subject to get, you know what I mean? But the Kendrick and Drake situation.
Okay.
Now, like, you have, it's like Substance 1 a little bit. You know what I mean? Because, you know, you're not going to Kendrick. Everybody's not going to Kendrick to get the vibe. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You want to get your vibe right, you drinking and shit like that. You probably going to throw some Drake, get your club music going. You know what I mean? Get your vibe right. You know, Substance is kind of one at a point. It's like, all right, maybe the game is changing. Maybe the game is changing to where now influence is becoming something positive instead of the negative side.
But
Go ahead. No, because I was going to say, if that's the case, why aren't we talking about Killer Mike winning Rapper of the Year more?
So, which leads me to my answer, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think anybody in the fucking industry could make that same exact move and be as successful, right? Other than Kendrick, when it came to beefing with Drake, it would never work.
No, it never happened again.
Not even J. Cole.
Never work, bro.
Nobody would have done that. Nobody could.
Ever. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that was the perfect battle, though.
And
right.
And you know why it never could have worked? Because we saw it with Pusha T. Mm-hmm. Pusha T obviously had the upper hand when it came to all his tracks.
He was bringing bars and throwing jabs.
And it did not do a damn thing to his career.
Nothing.
His
not
career
even
kept
dead.
on pushing like the fucking
Not
mega
even
train
dead.
that he was.
You know what I'm saying?
It actually boosted his career even more. I ain't gonna
Exactly.
lie.
But then you got a nigga like Kendrick, who is so respected in the industry and is colleague or cohort of Drake when they came into the industry.
Yeah, they're
they
peers.
all
because they're on the same
peers,
level. They're
right?
peers.
Mm-hmm.
Him, J. Cole, Drake, they all came into the game at the same time, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it was like they saying, and it's not like it's not like this nigga didn't make no noise in his career. You know what I mean? So it was like you got all those mixtures and you could really rap. Like lyrically, right? You're really better than this nigga. You're really better than him, bro. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the mixture. I mean, it was just the mixture of all that, and then his just respect in the industry. Like you could tell, man. Like niggas really do respect Kendrick.
Facts. Mm-hmm. People's riding for Kendrick, my nigga. You can say
niggas respect Kendrick, bro. What? Hold up. I'm not even.
When people kept saying that,
Come on.
What's that song? No, I'm Not Like Us is overplayed.
Niggas respect Kendrick, dog.
Yeah.
Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. You feel me?
Niggas respect Kendrick.
You feel me? I ain't even open that up. That's how much I respect Kendrick. Shit.
But all right. Damn. Go ahead. I was gonna say something.
My bad.
No, you good.
I was listening. That's why.
Yeah, I know, right? Me too.
Yeah,
because
that's
niggas respect Kendrick, but it's like I think it's a shift in culture. I think there's a thing happening that I don't know. It might be good, it might be bad, but there's a shift happening where. Oh God.
Nope. Keep talking.
No. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, yeah. There's a shift happening where. Like, I see even out here where there's more togetherness and people are starting to get, like, let's get this train rolling where niggas can stop doing fuck shit. I mean, a lot of fuck shit is still happening.
Right.
But then it's like, all right, now where's the growth? And I think more people are starting to grow than ever.
So,
I feel like one of the reasons why people paid attention to it, though, is because it's two of the top three.
yes.
That's why people paid more attention to it.
Yes.
If it wasn't the top, if it was just another regular nigga beefing with Drake, beefing with Kendrick, it wouldn't have lasted that long.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. It wouldn't have gone anywhere. It would have been one post from academics about somebody dissing Drake, and then it would have been done.
To me, how I look at that is like if let's just sit there and say Dwayne Wade LeBron James, Melo, right? That's like if Dwayne sat there and retired and took a year off and came back in, niggas will respect him because niggas know that's Dwayne Wade. He's gonna make some shit happen. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you can't sleep on that. You know what I mean? And that's how I looked at the situation with Kendrick, bro. You can't sleep on that man, and you know what he's done. You know what I mean?
To be honest, this nigga has not released anything yet that has sounded good.
Right. Who you said? You say he hasn't dropped nothing that you fuck with?
No, I'm saying Drake.
Oh,
After
Drake.
That,
oh, yeah.
After that, I honestly, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be biased because I like Drake records. There's some cool Drake records, but I just honestly don't. Ever since then, man, I don't know.
You think since then niggas are looking at Drake differently now?
I think he's looking at himself differently.
You think he's second guessing himself, right?
Yeah. Because now you can't go with everything this nigga said.
Right.
Now you can't go get Atlanta, nigga.
Right.
Now you can't go and be gangster. Now you can't go and be gangster. And
like he couldn't pull that card with a nigga like fucking Kendrick. What? A nigga who from Compton, who really from a blood set. Let's be real. Like, he really from a blood set. You know what I mean? Like, you can't play that tough game with home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it comes to show what people are really like. It's like a lot of niggas, and not even speaking on Drake, it's like a lot of people build their facade.
Yeah.
Instead of just being genuine to who they are as people. Like, it's easier to be you. Like, it's genuinely easier to be you. Like, if Drake just always just was a nigga that sung songs, it was happy singing songs about women and heartbreak and shit like that, nobody can say nothing to this nigga.
Right. Right.
Nobody's gonna say nothing to this nigga. But you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta be a gangster and get trap niggas on your shit. So don't live a facade.
So what do you think is gonna happen now?
I don't know.
Because as we just seen, Kendrick's Super Bowl halftime.
It's over.
That's crazy.
To me, it's over. It doesn't even matter no more.
That's crazy.
It's just
wow.
And it's like, what did y'all think was gonna happen? Why would Lil Wayne get it? Have y'all seen this nigga perform?
Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
Yes. So
I don't think his recent performances are Super Bowl worthy. I don't think he puts on that type of show.
We gotta really weigh it out. So what would be ideal? Nah, you know what? Maybe I'll sit there because you don't see it that way. Maybe I can sit there and throw some records. We got a Millie.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got? We got a Millie.
But
go
it's
ahead.
not about the records, right? It's not about the record. It's about, you don't see people performing at the halftime show who don't have halftime show quality shows outside of the halftime show. Somebody like Kendrick Lamar puts in the work to have those spectacular shows, not just perform, but spectacular shows in general. He might perform. I've never been to a Kendrick concert, but I imagine that's the type of person who performs for an hour. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
And puts on a show, choreography. There's a whole bunch of different sets and shit like that. There's a certain people. Drake is one of those people. So when niggas was like, "Oh, Drake got offered the Super Bowl," at first I was like, maybe that did happen because he's that caliber of person.
Yes.
I don't see Lil Wayne. Yes, all respect. That nigga is one of the greatest to ever do it. But I don't see him as a halftime performer. You get what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
The show is not that.
I get it.
And we gotta stop acting like hip hop been in halftime shows forever. It's not.
True.
It's new, nigga.
True.
It's new. It's new.
True. So, I mean, I see it. So, do you see the black cloud leaving Drake's head at some point?
I don't know. Yeah. He's Drake. You know what I mean? He's Drake. You know, he's Drake. So I don't really. What about you? How do you feel like? Do you feel like revamping yourself at a certain point is necessary, or can you stick with the same thing over and over?
Nah, you got it. I mean, Yeah, now you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to at least find a way to find a motion that works for you. Like you gotta revamp. And don't get me wrong, that's not the same story for everybody because some people are just good where they're at. You know what I mean? But for those others, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna have to figure out ways to just be more efficient and relevant and in the faces of the media how they need to. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's the difference between like I think that's the difference between like creative and innovator. Because a creative can be, creative in any situation, but an innovator creates what a creator needs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
An innovator might create this scenario. Like this right here, the setting is innovative. Because this is going to create somebody's creativity. Somebody's going to come in here and be like, yo, the vibe I got from Shump Studio, it helped me create what this you hear today or see today.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what separates certain people in the space. You know what I mean? I think we're innovators too. Weed and Whiskey's definitely innovative in the space.
I agree. Dope, bro. I mean, shit. I agree, man.
Huh?
Yeah.
I was waiting for that split. To be honest with you. I was like, yeah, you good, but I was like, when is he gonna come back? I see the split.
All right. I guess I'm the one who I like to talk music a little bit more with this. All right.
Yeah.
Who do you think? Matter of fact, let's make this about CT real quick because I know CT more than a little bit better than industry, anything like that, right?
Right.
So, who's your most played in CT right now? Like your most played artist, not just
right
one,
now.
But who's your most played artist?
Shirley.
Yeah. By far.
I mean, second that'll come after him. Mike Flows.
I love
and
the
then
shit.
Annoyed.
Yeah, cause I love.
Annoyed.
I was gonna say Annoyed not on that list because Annoyed is going hot right now, especially him being on tour and everything right now.
Yeah,
too.
For sure. Shout out my bro, man. He's doing the damn thing as he used. I mean, as he usually does. You know what I'm saying?
So what makes Shirley stands out the most to you?
He talks just what he talk about, bro. It's just most relatable to me. And it's crazy because people always try to like put me in a biased standpoint with me and home. Like, oh well, yeah, you'll say something like that because you work with bro, but I worked with everybody else in the state.
Yeah, you worked with a lot of fucking people in this.
Worked with everybody else over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you feel me? I think he, at least with me and my standpoint, like he drops the most relatable content when it comes down to music and stuff. You know what I mean?
What makes because honestly, I will agree with you.
Yeah.
Especially as somebody, I'm not even a street nigga. I don't come from certain aspects that he's talking about, right?
Yeah.
But I get the message in his lyrics. What do you think about his artistry and his delivery that's make his music so relatable?
He's witty, man. Like, he has a way of, and I've seen this firsthand, you know what I mean? But he has a way of articulating a topic like nothing. I see, bro, I'm telling you, man, like, we in the studio right now, I've seen niggas struggle do that. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And it's almost like nothing to this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
When you see something like that, like when you have the comparison in your mind, how do you help artists get through shit like that, knowing that there are people that is that easy for?
I mean, with me, we're both receptive, right? So just like how I'll sit there and tell or shoot out something to show that, yo, it'll sound better if you like spit this shit like this. You know what I'm saying? He'll be the same thing, like, yo, Shump, you need to add this to that beat. That's gonna go crazy. You feel me? And he be right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
y'all great team.
Right. You know what I mean? Chemistry goes a long way with a lot of stuff, you know? You gotta know the artist. As a producer.
Facts.
You have
That's
to.
important. Y'all gotta know each other.
Right. Like, don't be wrong, like the ones who I've really made records with for real, the real ones banged out after the third session for real. Third or fourth. And then that's when, like,
get to know you.
Right. You know what I mean? I'm just getting to know the artist. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, like for my process, like yeah, man, like I definitely just got, I gotta know him. I gotta sit there, kick it with him. We got to vibe. You feel me? I do that with everybody.
So what new artist did you work with this year that you were excited to work with?
Damn, Jaylee.
Oh, yo, that was a banger. She played that shit for us, nigga, when we had the episode.
Bro, we've made two more. Fire. We made two more, and they're tough.
I like that because I feel tough. Like with the two of you guys,
yeah.
Because I like what she explained. You guys brought a good balance of substance,
yeah,
with the bars given and trap and
right.
drill,
right.
That's the word, drill. Because it was a beat that you can just rock to. You can rock your hips. You can vibe to. But as you listen to it, you realize she's dropping shit.
Telling you, bro.
Was there any other artists that on that list?
Nate Official, which I'm like, he's starting to get his shit out there. He was out for a little bit, but he's starting to get right back to it. J-Rock Jax is really easy to work with, bro. Yeah. Like on a producing standpoint, like he wants. Very talented, man. You know what I'm saying? And I could give him a direction with something, and he gonna execute it. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Who do you want to work with?
In general, me and I'm tight because I'm forgetting my man's name. He's from Bridgeport. Damn. And he been going crazy. Why am I drawing a blank, bro? Smartphone. Damn. Why was I sitting there bugging, bro? And that's shout out to Smartphone, man. That's my dog, bro. You know what I'm saying? But now, like, I want to get one in with bro. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about it. It just comes down to a point when we both can make it happen. You know what I mean? So, for sure. Nah, he's tough, bro. And his energy is different, dog. Different. Shout out to my man Diddy Broker, too, because he knew he was doing that.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Bro, there's so much talent here. And it's genuine talent. It's not even like people who are doing anything like that sound like anybody else. It's genuine motherfuckers that are doing their own thing.
Like Diddy Broker got talented. So you got to do like producer out in the 203. Diddy Broker, he was the one who sat there and said like, "Yo, he got something." You feel me? So he produced, bro. You know what I mean? Like he produced, bro. Don't get me wrong. It's not to sit there and say that this is like he's the reason, but you feel me? Like that's a pivotal part. You feel me? Because they start blowing up. You know what I mean? And you feel me? Like, so shout to Smartphone and shout out my man Diddy. Real talk.
Let everybody know where they can find you at.
Oh, come on, man. You already know. IG, Twitter. Fuck Twitter. What? Why am I calling it Twitter? Yeah, bro. What the fuck? TikTok, Facebook, Chill Shump. You already know.
Y'all already know where to find us at. Weed and Whiskey everywhere except Instagram because they some fuck niggas. So it's WNNW pod on Instagram. So if you don't know, you always should know, and your gal knows we're the greatest on earth. Stay tuned.
Well, I do. Thank you. Yes, sir, man.